Okay, I see that we're doing the whole is the SCA a LARP or not conversation again. This is a thing that pops up every couple of years, and it's really hilarious to me. The SCA is absolutely a LARP. It is absolutely a LARP. And the thing that you have to understand about me is that I know LARPs. I've been LARPing since I was 9, and I can tell the story about how I got involved in LARPing at 9 years old in another video. But like, I was involved at a regional level with the Camarilla Fan Club Vampire LARP when I lived in the Midwest. I met my ex-husband at a Vampire LARP in California. I know LARPing. And I see a lot of people try to claim that the SCA is historical reenactment or living history. It is neither of those things. Neither. Historical reenactment, it like focuses on recreating an event that happened in history. Usually it's tied to a time, a place, a battle, something like that. People are trying to recreate an event that happened in the past as accurately as they possibly can. Living history is a tool that has academic support and is usually employed by places like museums or other heritage sites in order to educate the public through the use of people recreating the past in a more general way, like how people lived, what they did, what tools they used as an educational tool. The SCA doesn't do either of those things. We are technically a 501c3 nonprofit educational organization, but our education is almost all internally focused. Our events are not open to the public. We do not educate the public. Aside from like specific demo things, all of our education is internal. What the SCA really is a big bunch of history geeks coming together at events dressed in some approximation of pre-1600 garb, whatever that means to you, wherever that means to you, and like just hanging out. And normally I would just say, well, that's just a club. That's just a really weird like history club or whatever. But we also have this really weird like shtick that goes along with it. Like we don't really have characters. We don't stay in character. Like you might have a persona or whatever, somebody who lives in a specific time or place and may have a different name or whatever. But like, we don't do a lot of intense role play or high persona play, generally speaking. But what we do have is this hierarchy that happens with the king at the top, monarchs at the top, and then we have, landed nobility and, things like that. So there is this kind of hierarchical organization that we've all agreed to pretend exists. And this person can make rules for this person, these people can set policy or whatever, like they do have actual power in the game or whatever, but it's all a game of let's pretend that we have agreed to play, regardless of whether we stay in character or we do more dedicated persona play. We have agreed to play a game of dress up, let's pretend, and at the very bottom of it, that's what a LARP is.